Today, it's the final game of week number 8 of my Great Teams of the Past, season number 3, week 8 out of 9. It is the final of a 4-game series between the 1937 New York Yankees and the 1934 St. Louis Cardinals. Game 1 was on YouTube, and if you watched Game 1, you heard me talk about if the Yankees could sweep the Cardinals, the Yankees would win the pennant here in week 8. The Yankees have the bye in week 9, so today is their final game of the season. Let's tell you what happened because only game 1 was on YouTube and we're now in game 4. Game 1, you might have seen it. St. Louis, behind Dizzy Dean's pitching, led 1-0 going to the 8th inning, but Lou Gehrig would hit a 2-run homer off of Dean. The Yankees won game 1 2-1. Game 2, the Cardinals took a 2-0 lead early. The Yankees tied it. Another home run by Lou Gehrig. Tied it at 2-2 in the 4th. The Yankees then scored 5 times in the 8th inning, including a bases-loaded triple by Myril Hogue, went on to win Game 2 8-3. In Game 3, Yankees got off to a good start. They led 2-0, but then St. Louis would score 4 runs in the 6th inning to go ahead 4-2. But then, again, the 8th inning for the Yankees. New York scores 4 times, including an RBI double from Joe DiMaggio, a 2-run double from Myril Hogue. The Yankees won Game 3 6-4. So, the Yankees now 1 game away from a sweep, 1 win away from the pennant. They've already clinched at least a share of the title. As you look at the standings, the Yankees at 20-11, the Cubs and Reds at 16-12. Even if the Yankees lose this one, both the Cubs and the Reds will have to sweep their Week 9 series just to even tie the Yankees. So, Yankees playing their best baseball this season right here at the end, whereas some of their closest competitors have not. The Yankees have won 9 of their last 11. They're taking on the 1934 Cardinals, as we said. The Cardinals now, having lost 3 in a row and having lost 5 of 6, they have dropped to last place with an 8-19 record. What's interesting, if the Yankees can win today to win the pennant, they'll have a winning record. They'll have an overall record of 21 wins, 11 losses. Well, the season 1 winners, the 1912 New York Giants, they went 21-11. The season 2 champs, the 1920 Cleveland Indians, they went 21-11. So 21 seems to be the magic number. The Yankees will try to get there today here in game number 4. Let's meet the starting lineups for this one. First for the visiting Cardinals. Leading off and playing third base, it's Pepper Martin. Right fielder is Jack Rothrock. Second baseman is Frankie Frisch. Batting cleanup and playing left, Joe Medwick. First baseman's Ripper Collins. Catcher's Virgil Davis. Center fielder's Ernie Orsatti. The shortstop today is going to be Burgess Whitehead. Leo DeRocher and Joe Medwick collided on going for a pop fly in game number 3. Both had to be removed from the game. Medwick has returned here for game number 4, but DeRocher is still out, so Whitehead will take over at short. Starting pitcher for the Cardinals, Paul Daffy Dean. And Dean has not had a very good year for the Cardinals. He is 2-3 after 6 starts with a 5.68 earned run average. He's been hit hard. He is coming off maybe his best start of the season. He beat the Washington Senators in his start, went 8 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, and 9 strikeouts. So Daffy Dean on the hill for the Cardinals. Lineup for the Yankees. Leading off and playing left field, Jake Powell. Third baseman, Red Rolfe. Center fielder is Joe DiMaggio. First baseman's Lou Gehrig. The catcher is Bill Dickey. Right fielder is Myril Hogue. The shortstop, Frank Crosetti. Second baseman, Tony Lazzeri. And on the mound for the Yankees, their highest-rated pitcher, it's Lefty Gomez. And Gomez, he has been beatable, but he has pitched well. He is 4-3 after 7 starts, but with a 2.17 earned run average, that ranks him 8th in the league. He's also first in the league with 3 shutouts and started this week second overall with 48 strikeouts. His last time out against the Cincinnati Reds through a complete game victory gave up 10 hits and 2 runs. So as the Yankees try to clinch today, their best pitcher is on the mound looking to finish this one off. 37 Yankees, they won 102 games overall, won the World Series against the New York Giants. The 1934 Cardinals, they won 95 games. They won the World Series over the Detroit Tigers. The St. Louis Cardinals team, known as the Gas House Gang, for their shabby appearance and rough and tumble tactics. Well, it's not gone well for them here in Great Teams of the Past season number 3, as they are likely to finish in last place. Cardinals Yankees for the pennant. Let's play ball. Actually, before we do that, I need to make a change to the Cardinals starting lineup. I forgot to take DeRocher out. Okay, Whitehead goes to short and is batting 8th. There we go. Okay. Leading off for the Cardinals in the top of the first, it is Pepper Martin. Martin's batting .287, second on the team. And Gomez's first pitch. 21's a 30. And there's a K there. Gomez has the K. Gomez strikes out Martin to begin the ball game. That brings up Jack Rothrock. Rothrock's batting .217 on the season. He's just 1 for 13 in this series. 23's a 12. Ground ball left side taken by the third baseman. Rolf fires over to first. 2 outs. Here's Frankie Frisch. Frisch is batting .250 this season. 1 for 11 in this series. 63 is a 31. Fly ball to center field. Joe DiMaggio has it. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Here come the Yankees. Jake Powell to lead off. Powell is batting .246. He has a team-high 4 hits in the first 3 games of this series, 4 for 12 at the plate. And he has another one here, 66. He'll roll in his second column. Just 3 homers in 1937. 62 is a 6. Powell puts one in the left center field gap, and he gets things started for the Yankees with a double. I bring Red Rolf to the plate. Rolf is hitting .207 this season. 61's a 39. Jake Powell takes off for third. Davis's throw in time. Powell's tagged out. So caught stealing there. And now there's 1 out, nobody on for Rolf. 15's an 8 against the B pitcher. Well hit ball into center field, but on a line at Ernie Orsatti for the second out. That brings to play Joe DiMaggio. You watched game 1 of this series on YouTube. Joe DiMaggio went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, and I had to look it up afterward. He never once in his MLB career struck out 4 times in a game. Only once in his career did he ever strike out 3 times in a game. So he's picked it up a little bit since then. He's got 3 hits in this series. His average is .344, which he is right now, I believe, in first place overall in the batting title, but a couple of the Cubs are right behind him, and they'll have 4 more games to try to overtake DiMaggio. But DiMaggio hoping to end up with a good final game here, raise his average, win the batting crown. He comes to the plate, 2 outs, nobody on base. 13's a 14, he will draw a walk. And that brings up Lou Gehrig. Gehrig, second on the team with a .292 average. He's hit 2 home runs in this series, and he now has 11. He is tied with DiMaggio for the league lead. So last chance for either DiMaggio or Gehrig to get a home run here today and win the home run title outright. 'Cause I don't think anyone else is going to catch them. 63 is a 13. Dean strikes out Gehrig to end the inning. On to the second, no score. Joe Ducky Medwick to lead things off. Medwick is now the Cardinals' top hitter on the season. He has raised his average to 300, 4 for 9 with a home run in this series. That was his team-high 5th home run. 31's an 8 against the A pitcher. That's just a pop-up. Left side, taken by the third baseman, Rolf. 1 out. Here's Ripper Collins. Collins came into this series the 9th best hitter in the league with a .306 average. But he is 0 for 9 in this series, and his batting average has plummeted to .280. So here's Collins looking to get back on track. 26 is a 26. Ground ball to the second baseman, Lazzeri. Throws over to first for the second out. Here's Virgil Davis. Davis is hitting a team worst .194 among the Cardinal starters. But he'll get one here, an 11. A roll in his second column. 9 home runs in 1934. 63 is a 6. Davis puts one down the left field line. He will leg out a double. 2-out double for Davis. Davis was 1 for 9 in this series, so his second hit. Here's Ernie Orsatti. Orsatti is batting .212 this season. 35's a 9 against an A pitcher here. Just a ground ball to short. Crosetti has it. Throws to first for the third out. Bottom of the second for the Yankees. Bill Dickey to lead off. Dickey is third on the team with a .268 average. He's got 3 home runs. And now he's got 4. Drive to right. It is gone. 66. Bill Dickey puts the Yankees ahead 1-0. His 4th home run of the season. Here's Myril Hogue. He's had a big series. Well, actually, he's only 2 for 11. His batting average is dropped to .195 on the season, but he has driven in 5 runs in this series. So Hogue, nobody on, nobody out. 46 is a 27. Ground ball to the third baseman, Martin. Throws over to first, 1 out. Is Frank Crosetti. Crossetti's in a team worst 176 among the Yankee starters. 64 is a 13. Dean strikes out Crosetti. Tony Lazzeri is batting .262. What can he do with 2 outs here? 24 is a 13. Another strikeout for Daffy Dean. The Yankees strike first on the Bill Dickey homer, and they lead 1-0 as we go to the top of the third. Okay, for the Cardinals, top of the third, Burgess Whitehead. Whitehead's hitting .222 in limited action this season. 53 is a 20. Ground ball to the second baseman, Lazzeri, but he boots it, and that's an E4. Whitehead is aboard. Comes Paul Dean to the plate. This is a sacrifice situation. 14's a 30, and it is a successful one. He is out 5-4. Whitehead goes to second. Back to the top of the order for the Cardinals. Pepper Martin, he struck out his first time up. 36 is a 33. There's a K there. Gomez strikes out Martin. 2 outs. There's Jack Rothrock, 0 for 1. 52 is a 27. Ground ball to the third baseman, Red Rolf. And he throws across the diamond for the third out. Nothing for the Cardinals through their first 3 innings. Yankees lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. Lefty Gomez will lead off. Gomez, 2 for 19 at the plate this season. 25's 23, and St. Louis has a level 2 defense. Fly ball to the center fielder, Orsatti, and he drops it. That'll be an E8. So both teams now with an error. Top of the order for the Yankees, here's Jake Powell. He doubled, then was caught stealing in the first inning. 22 is a 7. Powell lines one into right field. He's got a base hit. Gomez goes from first to third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's Red Wolf, who's 0 for 1. 22 again. That's a 7. Against the B pitcher, though, it's a deep fly ball to center field, but it's going to stay in the park. Lefty Gomez tags up. Orsatti makes the catch, and Gomez trots home with the second run of the game for the Yankees. Sacrifice fly. Scores Gomez. 2-0 Yankees. So 1 out, runner on first for Joe DiMaggio, who walked his first time up, looking to improve upon his .344 average. No, and the 12 is a 25, and actually could have been a double play, but there is a K here, and Dean has the K, so instead Dean strikes out DiMaggio for the second out. Okay, I was looking at the wrong card, but same result. No harm there. Joe DiMaggio, let's see, Joe DiMaggio is out. Now Lou Gehrig comes to the plate. Gehrig struck out his first time up. Gehrig at 11 is a 4. That 4, Gehrig sends a ball down the right field line into the corner. Rothrock gives chase. Jake Powell's going to score from first base. Lou Gehrig is going to make his way around the bases for an RBI triple. 3-0 Yankees. And Gehrig gets his team-high 26th run batted in of the season. .30 Yankees as they look to be on their way to clinching the pennant here. 2 outs, runner on third for Dickey, who homered last inning. 55's a 7. Another base hit, this one opposite field into left. Lou Gehrig walks on home. 4-0 Yankees. Dickey with his second run batted in of the game. Myril Hogue is 0 for 1. 44 is a 7. Base hit into right. Dickey goes from first to third. Daffy Dean is getting lit up. Although, because of the error at the start of the inning, at least a couple of these runs are not going to be earned, I believe. First and third, Frank Crosetti. He struck out his first time up. 36 is a 12 ground ball to the first baseman, Ripper Collins, flips it to Dean covering first, and they finally get the third out. Yankees, 3 more runs. They lead 4-0 after 3. And let's just see here for the Cardinals. Yep, Dean, 4 runs allowed, just 1 earned. All right, on to the top of the 4th. 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Cardinals. Beginning with Frankie Frisch, who is 0 for 1. 54 is a 32. There's a K there. Gomez strikes out Frisch. There's Joe Medwick, 0 for 1. Hoping to keep that 300 batting average at the end of today. 52 is a 27. Ground ball to the third baseman, Rolf. Throws over to first, and there are 2 outs. There's Ripper Collins, 0 for 1 today. 0 for 10 in the series. 14's a 30. There's a K there. Another strikeout for Lefty Gomez. 1, 2, 3 inning. Bottom 4 for the Yankees. Tony Lazzeri to lead off. He struck out his first time up. 16's a 28. There's a K there. Dean strikes out Lazzeri. There's Lefty Gomez. Reached base on an error last inning, which got things started. The Yankees scored 3 times. Gomez with a 66. He gets to roll in his second column. No home runs there, but a lot of 6s and 11s. And a 63 is an 11, so Lefty Gomez has a base hit. And then, I don't know why he'd let a pitcher steal, but Gomez apparently fast enough. First pitch, he steals second. So, runner on second, 1 out for Jake Powell, who is 2 for 2, a double and a single. 62 is a 27. Ground ball to the third baseman, Martin. He looks Gomez back to second, throws over to first for the second out. Here's Red Rolf, 0 for 1, a sacrifice fly last inning. 25 is a 9 against the B pitcher. That's a base hit up the middle. They're going to try to send Lefty Gomez, and he will score under the tag. So RBI single for Red Rolf. It is 5-0 Yankees. Rolf with his second RBI of the contest. And here's Joe DiMaggio, 0 for 1 as a walk. 53 is a 15. Dean, who's having all kinds of problems, hits DiMaggio. First and second, 2 outs for Gehrig. He's 1 for 2. He had an RBI triple last inning. .62 is a 14. Dean has a Z. That's ball 1, ball 2. 61 is a 37. The Yankees are staying aggressive with this 5-0 lead. Rolf and DiMaggio pull off a double steal. So runners in second and third, 2 outs for Gehrig. 54 is a 32. Fly ball to right, routine. Rothrock has it. That ends the inning. Yankees add one more on the Rolf RBI single. To the top of the fifth, Virgil Davis to lead things off. He doubled his first time up. This time that 13's a 14. Davis starts off the fifth inning with a walk. Ernie Orsatti comes to the plate, 0 for 1. 23 is a 12. Ground ball to the shortstop, Crissetti to Lazzeri. On to Gehrig, double play. Two outs. Burgess Whitehead comes to the plate. Reached base on an error his last time up. This time that 24 is a 27. Ground ball to the third baseman, Rolf. He throws over to first, and that ends the inning. 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Yankees. In the bottom of the fifth, here is Bill Dickey. A home run in the second inning, an RBI single in the third inning. Now a 62 is a 14, and he has walked. Ira Hogus 1 for 2. 53 is a 17. Line drive into right. Rothrock comes rushing in, makes a sliding catch to get the out. One away. Here's Frank Crissetti, who's 0 for 2. 63 is a 31. There's a K there. Dean strikes out Crissetti. Here's Tony Lazzeri, who's already struck out twice here today. 31's a 14, ball 1, ball 2. And an 11 is a 0. Lazzeri gets to roll in his second column. 14 home runs in 1937. He's got 3 here this season. And he's got another one here. It's a drive to left, and it is gone. Tony Lazzeri, his 4th home run of the season. 7-0 Yankees. Leaving no doubt in this one. The Yankees had to come from behind to win each of their first 3 games of this series. I don't think that's going to be a problem here today. And certainly not with Lefty Gomez on the mound. And here is Gomez. He is 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. 65 is a 35. Ground ball to the first baseman, Ripper Collins. He's got it. Inning ends, but Lazzeri, a 2-run homer to make it 7-0. Here is Paul Dean. We try to let people starting pitchers go 5 innings. Dean has pitched his 5. He has given up 7 runs and 9 hits. His day is done. Bill Delancey will come to the plate. Delancey has been Cardinals' best hitter off the bench. He's hitting .500, 7 hits in 14 at-bats. That 25 is an 8 against the A pitcher. Popped up left side, taken by the third baseman, Rolf. There's Pepper Martin, who has struck out twice. 63 is a 31, fly ball to center. Joe DiMaggio runs it down. 2 outs. There's Jack Rothrock, who is 0 for 2. And Rothrock with a 66. He'll roll on his second column, 11 home runs in 1934. 22, drive to left. It's deep. It's back. It's gone. Jack Rothrock with his 5th home run of the season. Breaks up the shutout. 7-1 Yankees after the Rothrock home run. Lefty Gomez leads the league with 3 shutouts. Was at least halfway to his 4th, but Jack Rothrock puts an end to that. Oh, 2 outs. Nobody on. Frankie Frisch to the plate. Frisch is 0 for 2. 31's a 9 against the A pitcher. Ground ball to the shortstop, Crissetti. Throw over to first for the 3rd out. The Yankees come to the plate in the bottom of the 6th. They have scored in each of the last 4 innings. Cardinals need a new pitcher. They don't have a great pen. It's going to be Wild Bill Hallahan. Bill Hallahan this season. This is his 9th appearance. He is 0-2 with a 4.63 earned run average. So I'll try to keep this one from getting any worse. Top of the order for the Yanks here. Jake Powell to lead things off. Powell's 2 for 3. 12's a 25. Ground ball to the second baseman fresh. He's got it. Throws to first. 1 out. Here's Red Wolf. 1 for 2. Sacrifice fly in the third. RBI single in the fourth. 55's an 8 against the C pitcher. That's a base hit. Second hit of the game for Rolf. The 10th hit of the game for the Yankees. Joe DiMaggio has a walk, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch to this point. 25's an 8 against the C pitcher. DiMaggio puts one into center field for a base hit. Rolf stops at second. Here is Lou Gehrig, 1 for 3. RBI triple in the third. 64 is a 14. Hallahan walks Gehrig to load the bases. Here's Bill Dickey. Solo homer in the second inning. An RBI single in the third. Walked his last time up. Bases are loaded with 1 out. 25 is an 8. And that is a single through the left side hole between the third baseman and the shortstop. Red Wolf will score. Joe DiMaggio will score. Lou Gehrig will go to third on the play. Bill Dickey drives in his third and fourth runs of the game. And it is 9-1 Yankees. No drama in this one. And the rest of the league, at least the Cubs and the Reds, are sitting at home shaking their heads because they are not going to get a chance. Even if it was going to require a sweep, they are not going to get a chance in Week 9 to match the Yankees. First and third, 1 out for Myril Hogue. He's 1 for 3. 43 is a 29. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Hallahan. Gehrig stays put. Hallahan has to go to first. He gets the second out. Dickey will go from first to second. So runners on second and third, 2 outs for Crissetti, who is 0 for 3. 26 is a 27. Ground ball to the third baseman, Pepper Martin. Throws over to first for the third out. Bill Dickey adds 2 more on the 2-run single. 9-1 Yankees as we go to the 7th. 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Cardinals, starting with Joe Ducky Medwick, who is 0 for 2. And that 11 is a 2. Medwick puts one down the right field line. It's going to bounce around in the corner. Medwick races around the bases. He has a triple. Here's Ripper Collins, 0 for 2 today, 0 for 11 in the series. Back-to-back 11s. Collins will roll in his second column. 35 home runs in 1934. And he's got another one here today. Ripper Collins blasts one over the left field wall. That is just his second home run of the season for the Cardinals. That'll make it 9-3. Well, that is the only way to beat an A pitcher is with extra base hits. And so the Cardinals have homered twice off of Lefty Gomez. Problem is they just can't stop the Yankees offense. Okay, so still nobody out here in the top of the seventh. Virgil Davis, 1-for-1 with a walk. 25 is an 8 against the A pitcher. Pop up, caught by the third baseman Rolf. There's Ernie Arcadi, 0-for-2. 33 is a 7, and Arcadi lines one up the middle or a base hit. Runner on first, 1 out. Burgess Whitehead is 0-for-2. 21's a 30. Let a fly ball to left. Jake Powell will make the catch for the second out. To the pitcher spot, I think Bill Hallahan has done enough. So they will go to a pinch hitter. It'll be Chick Fullis. Fullis, 2 hits in 9 at-bats this season. 41's a 24. Would it be a double play ball? But Crissetti, 2 outs. Crissetti will just go to first and get the third out. Cardinals scored 2 more, but they still trail by 6, 9-3. Cardinals need another pitcher. And their bullpen is mostly pitchers with a D rating. They're going to go to Jim Lindsay. Lindsay, this will just be his second appearance of the season. He didn't pitch well in his other outing, went 3 innings, gave up 4 runs. Can he slow down the Yankees, who have scored in each of the last 5 innings? Lazzari is 1-for-3, struck out twice and then hit a 2-run homer. 16's a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop Whitehead. Throws to first, 1 out. I am tempted to take Lefty Gomez out. He has given up a couple home runs here in the last 2 innings, and with a 6-run lead, the Yankees bullpen should be able to close this one out. Why not? Gomez. I'll bring up George Selkirk to hit. Selkirk is 3-for-8 as a pinch hitter. 43's a 29. Come back to the pitcher. Lindsay has it. Throws over to first. 2 outs. Jake Powell, 2-for-4. 62's a 27. Round ball to the third baseman, Pepper Martin. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. And I don't think pretty sure New York had base runners in the first inning. Yes, they did. And they scored each of the last 5. So that is the first time this game that the Cardinals retired 3 Yankees in a row. So we go to the 8th, and the Yankees need a new pitcher. They will go to Ivy Andrews. Gomez in line to get his 5th win of the season. Andrews is making his 10th appearance. He is 2-0 with a 3.00 ERA. He has 2 saves. 6 outs to go. The Yankees win the pennant. Andrews will come in to face the top of the order for the Cardinals. Pepper Martin is 0 for 3. 42 is a 13. Andrews strikes out Martin. That is Pepper Martin's 3rd strikeout of the game. Jack Rothrock, 1 for 3. Solo home run in the 6th inning. 42. Again, it's a 13. Andrews strikes out Rothrock. It's Frankie Frisch. He is 0 for 3. 44 is a 7, and Frisch will get a base hit. Cardinals have a runner with 2 outs. Joe Medwick's 1 for 3. He tripled his last time up. 22 is a 6. That's going to be lined down the first base line. Frankie Frisch is going to score all the way from first base. Joe Medwick's going to go into second with an RBI double. 9-4 Yankees. And the Cardinals have now scored in 3 consecutive innings. Two outs, runner on second for Ripper Collins. Collins homered his last time up, his first hit in the series. He was 0 for 11 to that point. Collins, keep it going here. 53's a 20. That's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, Lazzeri. His throw is in the dirt, but Gehrig scoops it out. He makes the play for the 3rd out. So the inning ends. The Cardinals do get 1 run, but that only cuts the deficit to 9-4. 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Yankees. Final at-bats of the season for part of their order. See what they can do. Red Wolf is 2 for 3 today with a couple of runs batted in. 32 is a 26, ground ball to the second baseman, Frankie Frisch. Throws over to first for the 1st out. Here's Joe DiMaggio, 1 for 2. He's also been walked. He's also been hit by a pitch. Came in today with a 344 average. First in the league, but some of the Cubs are going to be close and have a chance to overtake him in week number 9. So how does DiMaggio end his season here? 55's a 7, and DiMaggio will add to his hit total, lining one into right field for a base hit. And now here is Lou Gehrig, who is 1 for 3 with a walk. Unless something special happens here, it looks like DiMaggio and Gehrig will tie with 11 home runs on the season. 44's a 7, and Gehrig will put one into right field. Another hit, the 14th of the game for the Yankees. DiMaggio goes from first to third. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Here's Bill Dickey, 3 for 3. A home run, a couple of singles, a walk, 4 runs batted in on the day. Is he going to add to that total here? 31's a 9. Yes, he will. He puts one into left center field. It's a single. Joe DiMaggio scores. Lou Gehrig stops at second. 10-4 Yankees. And Dickey has 5 runs batted in. Came into today with 13 for the season. 1 out, runners on first and second for Myril Hogue, who's 1 for 4. 55's an 8. Another hit. Gehrig is going to score from second. Gehrig will score from second. Dickey will stop at second. 11-4 Yankees. All right, Jim Lindsay, your day is done. Cardinals are gonna go to Jesse Haynes. He's pitched the last 2 games, but they need somebody who can hopefully get an out. Haynes, making his 13th appearance, he's 2-1 with a 2.76 earned run average and 2 saves on the season. Haynes comes in, runners on first and second, 1 out. 62 is a 13. Crissetti strikes out for the 3rd time. Here's Tony Lazzeri, 1 for 4, 2-run homer in the 5th inning. 21's a 30. Fly ball to left, caught by Medwick. That will end the inning. Yankees add 2 more, 11-4, going to the top of the 9th. Yankees 3 outs away from winning the pennant, capturing the title here in season number 3 of Great Teams of the Past. 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Cardinals. Virgil Davis is 1 for 2 with a walk. 41's a 24. Round ball to the shortstop Crissetti. Throws over to first for first out. There's Ernie Orsatti, 1 for 3. 31's a 9, but against the C pitcher, popped up. Third baseman Red Wolf has it. 2 outs. Yankees are 1 out away from the title. Burgess Whitehead, who is 0 for 3. 56 is a 34, and that's a pop-up. And it is caught by shortstop Frank Crissetti for the 3rd out. That's the ball game. The Yankees have won the pennant. They have won Great Teams of the Past, season number 3, here on the final game of Week 8. They beat the Cardinals 11-4. They sweep the Cardinals in this 4-game series, clinching the title. Their season is done. Everybody else still has 4 more games to play, but no one can catch the Yankees as New York finishes with a 21-11 record. Cardinals sink a little bit further into last place. They are now 8-20 on the season. New York, 11 runs on 16 hits. They made 1 error, left 9 runners on base. The Cardinals, 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. New York had to come from behind in each of their first 3 wins of the series and left no doubt in this one. 16 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players had multi-hit games. No one was better than Bill Dickey, 4 for 4, 2 runs scored, a home run, 5 runs batted in. Top of the order, the 1 through 4 hitters, Powell, Rolfe, DiMaggio, and Gehrig, they all had 2 hits apiece. Lazzeri hit a home run, Gehrig had a triple, Powell had a double, so 16 hits, just 4 for extra bases. Lefty Gomez will get the win. He will improve to 5-3 after his 8th and final start. 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Ivy Andrews pitched the final 2 innings, gave up 2 hits and 1 run, no walks with 2 strikeouts. For the Cardinals, there's 7 hits. Joe Medwick had the only 2-hit game. Both of his hits went for extra bases. He had a double and a triple. Jack Rothrock hit a solo home run. Ripper Collins hit a 2-run homer. Medwick's double drove in the Cardinals' 4th and final run. Paul Dean, he has had a rough season, and he, with the loss today, falls to 2-4. He went 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs, 4 of them earned, 2 walks with 6 strikeouts. Bill Hallahan was ineffective, 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 runs. Jim Lindsay was ineffective, 1 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. Jesse Haynes came in to get the final 2 outs. So that's all from Yankee Stadium, where the home fans are celebrating a Yankee victory and a Yankee championship, the 1937 Yankees, your Great Teams of the Past, season number 3 champions. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. since this has all been decided, I probably won't stream any of the week number 9 games. Probably just get those up on the website. So if you want to see how this all turned out in a little bit, head over to the website, rogersportsgames.com. Since it says the end of week number 8, we'll have the week 8 recap with the standings and league leaders as they are now. Then we'll play out the Final Four series and then have the full season recap. So if you want to see all the final stats, check in at rogersportsgames.com as we finish off Great Teams of the Past, season number 3. And then just around the bend, season number 4. Season number 3 featured teams from 1931 to 1946, and then we're doing this by era. So we'll get the late 40s and the 1950s in the next sequence here. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. The Yankees sure did. They are the champions. If you like this, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more.